Hey guys, this is undercoverdudes all the way from Down Under with a League of Legends Challenger tier shoutcast, the blue team versus the purple team on Summoner's Rift. Let's get straight into the game with the purple team doing a very aggressive invade into the blue team's jungle. However, WeiXiao is going to get caught with a spear and a lot of abilities, gets exhausted, one more hit, and Sarah's a cutie goes and picks up the first kill. Singe is going to get pulled as well, and a peeping pepper does go and pick up another. But that really may not be the end. The blue team is now going to move possibly into the tri-bush looking for a bit of a pick. The purple team is just going to go and completely recoil, get the HP bars back up to 100. Two really big kills in the early game. First blood isn't really worth that much anymore. However, the fact they got a second kill doesn't make it slightly worth. They got a lot of gold in the bank. But have a look at this. Fresh is going straight into the tri-bush. He's going to get absolutely deleted. That's 2 kills already onto Nidalee in barely 2 minutes. And with all that happening, Nightblue's going to go and get himself the enemy's blue buff. Master is just going to go and concede, take his red. A really good start by the blue team. In the top lane, we've got a Singed and Lee Sin 1v1ing. Singe is one of those people that you really got to get going, and that early game, even though he did not die, it's still not exactly the best start. You got to get a lot of farming, get really tanky. But have a look at this in the mid lane. Nightblue is going to go and possibly leap in, but no, he hasn't gone and leveled that one up. He's leveled up his spikes to get a bit more damage. Lee Sin going straight into it, but let's look in the bot lane where WeiXiao is going to go pull up Fresh, possibly going to go and pull him towards himself, and yes, he does in midair. Coggles does go and get the kill. Moving back into the top, Nightblue gets one. Is he going to go and tower dive? No, he does not. You definitely don't want to go and tower dive a Singed at this very low level. The amount of damage you would be taking is absolutely ridiculous. 2 or 3 tower hits and you're going to be absolutely deleted, and you don't want to go and throw this really nice advantage they have at the moment. 5-0. Gold is about 2k on the side of the blue team, and you can go and see that not necessarily in the item builds because nobody's really gone back yet, but when they do go back, there will be a very big difference in terms of kills. Lee Sin just trying to get as much damage on that tower. He's going to really be winning that fight right now, due to the fact he does have 1 kill and 2 assists. Though, a massive dive in the top lane. Nightblue taking a lot of hits. Exactly what I talked about before, where, you know, if you don't go and juggle that aggro properly from the tower, it's going to be really bad. But WeiXiao is going to try to save his ADC Twitch, though Prototype Black does go and get the kill. Blitz is in a bit of a position, a really bad position. He's going to try to flash pull the support into the tower, but it doesn't really work. But now moving towards the red buff, it's going to be a massive skirmish. However, the smite is missed. Nidalee gets a kill, and Master Yi is just going to go and cry misery of that failed smite. Going to go concede death, just sit right there. Get another kill with this 7-1 at the moment. The only real good stuff happening is in the bot lane for the purple team, with Vayne getting a nice kill. Vayne getting a kill in the early game is really good, though if you're 6 kills down, it's not really the best situation. But in the bot lane, WeiXiao couldn't get that last bit of mana that would have got a pull, and then consequently into another kill. Would have been 8-1. And it's really snowballing right now. Nightblue is an absolute monster. 2 kills already. Nidalee 2 kills. Lee Sin 2 kills. Twitch has got 1 as well. He had to go back a bit early due to the fact he took a lot of damage. Though, saying that, it's got his Vamp Scepter. He's going to be life-stealing all that back. WeiXiao is going to go back as well. Get a Ruby Crystal. Gonna go get some wards as well and just be a bit of a supportive role, as you kind of do being a support. Let's move over to Nightblue, and he still hasn't gone back yet. 2 kills, 3 assists, hasn't gone back yet. He's still just gonna be farming at that jungle, just getting every little scrap of it before he goes back, and he's gonna turn that probably into a brutalizer, get his jungle item completed, of course. And he's just going to go and snowball really, really, really hard. Talking about snowballing, we've got Nidalee with the red buff. Not really the most useful thing, unless you're going AD Nidalee, of course. But from what we can see, it's going to be an AP Nidalee with the Chalice of Harmony, just pushing out Yasuo, the mid laner. Lots of damage in the lots of damage in the bot lane, I mean, just exchanging back and forth, Blitz being a very intimidating presence. One pull and you are basically dead with that combo. The knockups, everything is just really, really working together. And even with the death sentence being hit by Fresh, still just not enough damage. Though, Vayne is going to go right in. And nothing really happens, everybody's just going to go back. Be a bit calm, chill out, and try to farm up. But no, they're going right back in. Fresh being very aggressive, gonna go land it in, hits a hook onto Twitch. That may be a kill. The Condemn does go into the wall. Can they go and pick up Blitz as well? One more death sentence would go and secure the kill, but he does go and pull Vayne into the tower. The knockup was just a tad late due to the tumble. Though Yasuo is in a bit of trouble. Massive row. Nidalee is going to go and possibly flash. Yes, she does. Going to go get 1, 2, and the final hit to pick up the kill. A killing spree on Nidalee. This is going to be a very dangerous character. Especially in the mid game. You get a couple of items on her. She'll be half health in you. You really do not want that. And basically, the whole of the purple team is feeling the pinch. CS numbers are relatively low, and damage is coming in really high. However, Singe does go and get away. Master Yi has not been a presence in this game. He's 0-2-0, only got the Mandrid Razor, hasn't got his Wriggle, hasn't got his Feral Flare, which is basically the item that defines Master Yi at the moment. So he is really in a little bit of trouble. And the fact that almost all of his health is taken out simply by the Wraith Camp and blue buff, not really looking too good. But in the bottom lane, they're trying to make something happen. He does go and get Twitch. Though would I finish him off, he does go and use the heal. WeiXiao is going to go and flash and use his ease passive in order to secure that one. Though Nightblue is just going to go and counter that, jump straight in and take out the mid laner. This is an absolutely awesome game. Purple team trying for a bit of a comeback, but it's just not really working. The only comeback potential is definitely in that bottom lane. And talking about that bottom lane, we do have a very big item difference. Only a vamped scepter on Vayne in comparison to the Cutlass of Twitch. That may be due to the fact that she hasn't gone back, but you know, Vayne, you really do need that early advantage, or simply to go and farm up. But with all these disruptions, all these ganks, all these level 1 invades that we've been seeing, it's just gone and screwed her up. If she can go and pull into the mid game, there's definitely a chance of a comeback. And saying that, Yasuo also does have the potential for a comeback. He's been farming relatively well, almost on par to that of Nidalee. So we're going to have to go and see how that will work in the end. But in the top lane, massive gank on the Lee Sin. Will Master Yi make it out alive? He's taken a lot of tower damage. Singe does go and get the killing end, but a 1-for-1 exchange is definitely not what you need in a game like this. You definitely need those 1-for-2s, or simply 0-for-2, 0-for-2, 0-for-1s. Anything that will get you an advantage, and that really did not get an advantage. Blue a flash, his ultimate, simply for a kill, not really worth in the end. Blitzcrank just moving right into the jungle, but talking about some misplays is that Condemn. The box went down, WeiXiao played it absolutely perfectly. I can't pronounce his name properly, by the way, if you didn't notice. But Vayne went and condemned really in the wrong spot, and this is where they are basically screwed up. They're just probably just going to get deleted. There's one deletion onto Vayne. They're going to probably go and tower dive into him. And look at that, Nightblue just has so much damage, a double kill onto Nidalee, now 5-0-3, not too much farm, 20 under Yasuo, however, the kills go and save everything, 5 kills in comparison to 0, That is definitely a lot. Lee Sin gone for the T-Mat and Vamp set the build. He wants to be as much of a damage threat as possible. And is that the most smartest choice in comparison? Where Nidalee has a lot of damage, Nightblue has a lot of damage, the ADC has a lot of damage. If they could actually come back, that would really not be good in VM. But Yasuo trying to take out the turret, he does go and succeed, but he bites off just a bit more than he can chew. In VM, he gets taken out. Lee Sin have to go and kick Singed away in order for him to survive. One flip, bit of the toxic gas straight into his esophagus would definitely go and screw him up. Well, in the esophagus and into his lungs, of where he would die and such. Bit of a biology lesson for you guys. But has Singed bit off a bit more that he can chew? And answer is yes. Lee Sin played absolutely perfectly, baited it out, boom, went straight to him, lots of damage, used his Hydra active, and in the end, that was a 1 for 0 exchange. They get the mid lane turret as well, 14-4, but let's talk about the support versus jungle battle. Can Blitzcrank 1v1 Master Yi? It's actually looking like it. But Nidalee is just going to go and take that kill. I would put a very big bet that Blitzcrank would be able to 1v1. But talking about not 1v1s, but 2v2s in the bottom lane, lots of damage onto Twitch, and he gets taken out. But Nightblue gets 1, and Nightblue goes and gets 2. A 1 for 2 exchange, as I said before, definitely not worth. But Nidalee is very low on health. She does have a lot of help from Blitzcrank. Yasuo, you're going the wrong way, bro. Whoa, that Nid Spear was ridiculous. And that is why you definitely have to go in fear Nidalee in no matter what stage she's at. She can go and hit those spears. You are definitely out of a fight. And the fact you're getting 1v2 ganked, a Blitzcrank gank OP, he does go and get the kill in the end, a bit troll, using his pull to go and secure that one, due to the fact it does do quite a considerable amount of damage. Blitzcrank, AP Blitzcrank, is a viable tactic. But Vane's just going to go roll in, try to take out Nightblue. Nightblue has gone extremely squishy, as you can see for his build. The Spirit of the Elder Lizard with the Brutalizer, with the Longsword and the boots. Basically, no defense, so he can be deleted. Just really hedging his bets that he can just go in, delete somebody, and then, of course, get his resets on his E, his leap, and just go and leap out. Saying that, Vayne is on 3 kills at the moment. Got her Cutlass, Berserker's Greaves, but it's just really nothing in comparison to the Blade of the Ruined King. Twitch just not really working with the boots. And another deletion of Master Yi, as you can see right here. It's basically a demolition in the jungle and a demolition in the bot lane. But Yasuo does go and takes out Lee Sin. He's got to go and peace out. Will Blitz go and pull him? Blitz does go and get flipped. He's taken a bit too much damage. And Singed is now the one that's getting a really low Nid Spear. And that pull really would have gone and secured his death. And just see how tanky Singed is at the moment, but Sarah's a cutie going straight in. One more pounce will finish it off, and that's another kill. Legendary at the moment, 804. This is ridiculous. Now, Fresh is in a really bad situation, a 1v2, though Vayne is coming from behind, gonna go and chuck on the final hour, flashing to try to take out Nidalee. She's gonna go and heal, but that won't be enough. The Dark Passage is being taken, though it's just a bait. Nightblue flashing, gonna go and take as much, just give as much damage as possible. Takes out one. Will he be able to go and take out Vayne? Though the spike racks are blocked by the wind wall. Really good work by Yasuo. Though Master flashes in and Alpha Strikes do absolutely no damage. And will this be the death of Yasuo as well? He's being chased by 2 people. The Tornado will do a bit of work, though the Sonic Wave and such, the Resonating Strike, does go and secure the kill. And with that, that's 23-8. Kogu's got a purple turret, I believe that was the bottom lane, and now he is just absolutely stomping. Nightblue being an absolute monster. Just going to go and check if the blue buff is up. However, it isn't, so he's just going to go and settle for the Wraith Camp. And Vayne is just going to try to go and carry her team to victory. It's not looking too good at the moment. 23-8, as I said before. Though saying that, Vayne is 5-2-1, got the Blade of the Ruin King, the Berserker's Greaves, so it's definitely a viable strategy to go for picks, try for those 1v1s, and there's a good likelihood that she'll be able to go and 1v1 not so much the more fed people, like Nidalee and Nightblue. They'll be probably deletion unless a good condemn can be hit. But let's have a look at the mid lane. Blitzcrank is getting dove upon, though he does have a bit of backup from Lee Sin. The death sentence does go and hit, though the execute combo does go and succeed, with Lee Sin picking up a kill. Yasuo is in a bit of a bad position. Nightblue is just going to go jump in, just demolish, just smash face, get Yasuo, and that's another kill to his repertoire. He's going really well at the moment. 23 seconds to Dragon, but Vayne's going to go directly onto Twitch. He has to go and flash out. Blade of Ruin active has been proc, and now she's going to go and tower dive in to Twitch, taking a lot of damage. Twitch going and busting out heal, but now this is just going to be an easy pickup for whoever comes in. And the ultimate was a bit overkill by Nightblue. He didn't necessarily need to do that, but he just goes and ult, leaps in, takes her out in one nice little swipe. And now purple team are just licking their wounds, trying to go and pick up as much as they can. But if Nid spears like that happen, and just deletion like that happens on a general basis, it's really not going to go and work out in VM. Let's just have a little bit of a gander at their builds, and overall blue team is just in a state of absolute dominance. Got the Blasting Wand, we got the Neasley Large Rod, and the Fiend's Unholy Grail on Nidalee. Just a lot of nice little mana regen and a ton of AP, probably going for a Rabadon's Death Cap. Nightblue got his last whisper jungle item, obviously, the Brutalizer, and just a ton of good stuff. And you compare that to the purple team, we've got a Static Shiv and a Pickaxe and a Berserker's Greaves on to Yasuo. Though Singe is fairly tanky, the ultimate is proc. Lee Sin does go and get one kill, though it's a 1-for-1 exchange, though purple team has to really go and run away. Singed is relatively tanky with that Rod of Ages and the Ninja Tabi, but still not enough to be that really big tank that purple team definitely need in team fights. But Master Yi is now pulled. Blitzcrank just doing as much as he can. Nidalee's gonna go and chuck one spear, but he definitely really wants this blue buff. Twitch coming straight for him, and that is one dead Master Yi. Really wanting that blue buff. He's just worth absolutely nothing at the moment. He can go for those plays. The gold amount on him is basically nothing. And talking about nothing is probably going to be the HP bar of Vayne if Nightblue could go and do that just a tad more efficiently. That's a 0-for-2 exchange. Yasuo getting a double kill. I thought Vayne was going to be absolutely deleted in that one, but that is actually far from the truth. Though Lee Sin is just going straight in. He does get death sentence. Though the TP is straight in. Screws up the execute in the end. Though Singe is now going to be pushing towards the mid lane. Nice condemn onto Lee Sin. Can I go and finish it up? WeiXiao does go and finish up the kill. Yasuo does go and get one on Blitzcrank, and now they've gone and turned the tides. I can go and take out this tower now. Possibly the inhibs, if they do it fast enough, though the respawn timers are simply just on 2 people. They've got to go and back off, take this one, try to take as much jungle as possible before blue team does go and come back. They still have a very significant gold lead, a lot of kills on the right people. It's not really the best situation for the purple team yet. They did try to do as much as they can with that team fight, and they did quite well, though that's definitely not enough. You need a lot more team fights like that, and a lot less spears like that hitting you in order for that to finish up. Nice little spear and flash on through Nidalee, trying to take out Master Yi, though she's just going to go and concede. Try to commit suicide. Ignite does go down. Just going to go and pounce. Dodge the tornado, though it's 15 seconds before it is counted as a suicide. They're going to confirm this kill. They're just going to go and flash in that. Not exactly the best idea, but blue team's going to make the best out of a bad situation, starting up Baron. The whole of the purple team has to go and rotate. They've got no idea, no way to try to go and steal this one. It's going to be an easy Baron for blue team. They just got to go and get out fine. They are quite low besides Nightblue, just waiting for anybody to go and jump in. But it seems like nobody's going to go and do that. Really good work by blue team. Everybody was bot lane, and they just thought, alright, let's do a really split-second call. Do the Baron, everybody has to go and rotate through. We've got a ton of damage on our team. That can be a really easy take. In order to try to compensate for this, Vayne's going to go and attempt to get bot lane turret, now supported by Fresh. Though Blitzcrank is just going to go and attempt to bait them out. The rest of the blue team is directly in it. Gets a really nice pull, but Blitzcrank is stranded. Will WeiXiao dive for it? He does miss a tornado, and that goes and gives him basically a 0 HP bar. Blitzcrank dodging that absolutely perfectly, and now they're going to try to go and get WeiXiao. Nid Spear blocked by Vayne. That took out almost all of her health. Attempting to kite it out. Death Sentence does go and hit, but only for a split second before the absolute deletion. Now Vayne is just attempting to do whatever she can, but Nightblue is just too strong at the moment. He's got that Black Cleaver and the Last Whisper, along with a bit of tankiness now. He realizes he is getting a bit focused, so he's got the Giant's Belt and the Chain Vest, get a bit of health and a bit of armor, try to go and counter the very strong AD presence on the purple team. The only one doing a decent amount of AP damage is that of Singe, and it's Singe, so you're not going to be doing too much. So building armor is a really good way to go. Now Nightblue is just biting off a bit more than he can chew, going straight in. However, he's going to go and leap out. Marcy does go and get the kill in the end. Though Lee Sin, just before he dies, he's going to go and pick up one more. Twitch is going to go kite this out. The purple team desperately wants the Baron buff off him. Though the Blade of the Rune King slow will go and secure that job. He's going to go and run away, go invisible a bit more. And I've got no idea where he is. Though Fresh is moving really deep towards Nidalee, gonna attempt to get the death sentence on. Though it's just a millisecond out. Now they're going for a tower dive. Is this what they can go and do? Is this what they desperately need? Though they do go and hit another death sentence into the ultimate. Though Fresh goes and gets the kill. And Twitch does go and get that. 1-for-1's desperately not what you need. You really need something a bit better than that. The tower dive was just a very spontaneous thing. And Dragon is up in 10 seconds. If they could go and finish that off, it would give them a bit more gold. They're 6,500 down. Towers are equal, though it's seeming like it's coming to a stage where blue team just wants to go kill them, just ace them, push it down and win the game. Nightblue knows exactly where they are due to that ward. Takes out one. Twitch does go and get that. Nightblue going straight in. Gonna go in ultimate. Trying to take out Vayne. Gonna leap in. Though Vayne's gonna go and attempt to kite this out. Dodges a lot of abilities. Though a 1v3 is really what not to have. Vayne is going to go and duke them all out. Everybody uses all their abilities in that one brush, though, and all of that Blitzcrank gets the pull and such gets the kill. As I said before, AP scaling is quite good on him, and he does have a Chalice of Harmony, so he's going a very offensive build. Got the Glacial Shroud as well, bit of armor, bit of cooldown reduction, something that's really nice. But WeiXiao, with everything that he's been trying to do this game, he does have a couple of kills. It's just really nothing in comparison to the blue team. He's just getting out-farmed, he's getting out-killed, he's just everything is not really going in their way. Does go and pull Singe. That would be a really bad decision in a normal game where it's a bit fair, though just have a look at that. The tank just got deleted. So what happens to the carries? Basically the same thing. Now going to push towards the mid lane turret. Does get a nice pull onto Marcy. He's going to go Alpha Strike in order to get rid of that. Lee Sin trying for the execute combo doesn't go and work out. One more auto attack would have finished that one off, and now they are going for Blitzcrank, though he does have that speed buff. missing the spear Nidalee. That would have gone and made the purple team disengage just a little bit later. And after all of that, Twitch has just been pushing and down mid. A bit of a 1v1. Who will go and win that out? Actually, Master Yi does in the end. Even with the advantages that Twitch does have with his very fed team, Master Yi does go and get the kill. He currently has a Blade of the Ruin King, which is a great item on Master Yi, in my opinion. And finally has the Feral Flare. But let's talk about that a little bit later, as Vayne is going really deep onto Nidalee. Flashes for flash, condemns into the wall, and picks her up. However, Vayne needs a lot more kills where that came from in order to go and pull back this game. Almost double the kills on the blue side. It's not really looking too good. And while all that was happening, Nightblue just went in solo dragon, and that kill meant absolutely nothing. There was no gold lead. Probably more gold went to blue team actually for that, so it's not looking really good. Baron up in 1 minute and 15 seconds. I'm pretty sure the junglers have timers on that one. It's going to be a hotly contested point. If they can go and get that, then it would be a really good point to either finish the game, if you get it for the blue side, or if you're purple side, to stage a comeback. Nightblue just moving towards the Baron, just setting up really big ring of vision. That's definitely what you need. Gonna go leap straight into Singe, though he's really tanky at the moment. Twitch goes and chucks down a ward, seeing where Fresh is, and now it is time. It is time to go and demolish people in terms of Nightblue. Takes out one right there. Eventually, Lee Sin goes and gets that. They're not even going to be caring about Baron. They've got enough power to go and push down the game. Not even caring about the mid lane turret. Yi just going a bit back. That's definitely not what you want to do, bro. One more pull and he is dead. Blitzcrank going right in. Doesn't go and get the pull, but they got the minion wave right in their direction. They can go and take out these towers. I'm going to say GG. Nightblue going very deep. Not getting the kill in the end. Flash has been burnt by a lot of people. Mashi does go and get taken out. Who will get taken out as well? Nightblue going for a bit of action. Wants to get one more. However, Twitch does go and get that in the end. And GG to the blue team. That was an absolute stomp. All from that failed level 1 invade by purple team. They wanted a bit of an advantage, and it just went right on their face, fallen flat on their face, and from that, everything just snowballed to a really definitive victory. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Shoutcast. If you did, make sure to go and give it a like and possibly a favourite. But other than that, it's Undercover Dudes, all the way from Down Under, out.